Welcome everybody to the Participant Readiness Workshop. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, and I'll throw to Jason.
Yep, hi everyone. I'd just like to acknowledge our creator and the traditional custodians of the land in which we're filming this DVD. And I'd also like to acknowledge all those with mental health who have gone past and present, and just give respect to all of them.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jason.
That's right.
Today we're going to run through the Participant Readiness Workshop, getting consumers ready for the NDIA planning session. So what we're going to do today is I'll show you first the workshop, and then what I'll get you support workers to do is to help your participant to run through. So do you want to just introduce yourselves?
Yep. My name's Jason Bird. I'm a mental health support worker for Connections in Brisbane.
Great. Welcome.
My name's Summer and Jason's my support.
Excellent. Welcome, Summer.
My name's Tyson and Lisa is my support.
Welcome, Tyson.
Hi, I'm Lisa, Cousins from Connections, Lifestyle Support Worker for Mental Health.
Welcome, Lisa.
Hi, I'm Amy, and Shelley is my support worker.
Excellent. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Shelley Hanson and I'm working in the mental health and I'm a lifestyle support worker.
Excellent. Thank you. Welcome. I'd really like to welcome you all here today. We are creating this DVD to assist all the hundreds of people out there in Queensland that have mental illness and to get them ready for the NDIA planning session, which is quite a large and lengthy session. What I'll hand out to you now is the actual workbook that's provided to us all by the government. So if you just want to hand them around, that would be great. And this is a little information session that we've put together for you to just roll through. It gives you some handouts in there about the NDIS and what the NDIS actually is. My name is Laurie Perkins. I should introduce myself first. I've been working for Connections for about 3 years in lots of different capacities. I'm the training and education manager here. And I have 15 years experience in human services industries, working with prisoners, marginalised population, people injecting drugs, and now mental health. So I've designed this workshop to make it a little bit simpler for consumers. We've taken that document and focus tested that document, and it didn't work with consumers. We had people leaving the workshop first off. So what I did is I went away and thought about how can we reach the consumer on a level that the consumer understands. So what we've designed is a whole group of scatter cards up the back, and we're going to answer the questions in that workbook using a whole range of scatter cards, which I'm going to show you right now. So does anyone have any questions about the NDIS? No?
No.
Most of everything you'll need to know is in that pack. So what I'll do is I'll just get started and show you firstly how it's going to be done, and then what I'll get you support workers to do is assist your participant then to create their own story. So we're going to create a pictogram that's going to answer all the questions that's in that workbook. Okay? I'll just get going. So all the cards are up here, and I'm going to start with a bad day first. Now the reason I'm going to choose my bad day is because my supports on this bad day are different than the supports on a good day. So we kind of need to understand the difference in that bad day. I know this might trigger some of you, but we kind of really have to pull apart the supports on this day because they're very different. Would you agree?
Mm.
Yeah. All right, so this is me on a bad day. I'm going to pick up some cards about how I feel. And then I'm going to create a little story on the ground for you. So my story here, I'm feeling pretty bad. I don't feel very liked, feeling a bit vain, feeling reassured, inquisitive and unloved. So now what I've done is I've created my story on a bad day, getting in touch with how I feel. That will help me identify who helps me on that day. So here I am in the centre. These are words around me that explain how I'm feeling. And then I'm going to go up here and choose who actually supports me on these days. So when I'm feeling unloved and unliked, I've got all these people that support me. I've got my daughter, my partner, my family, my support group, my counsellor, my case manager, my psychologist, and my father. Now, you can collapse this. If this triggers someone, you can get rid of those feeling words because we've identified who is in my life on this bad day. So I'm going to sort of pull them out here and now work out what these people do for me. Because these people support me in different manners. Would you agree? Yeah. So we need to now work out what these people do for me on my bad day when I feel like crap or don't feel good. I need to work out what these people do to support me. Now, as support workers, you know what you do for the client or the consumer. So it'll be easy for you to help them Okay, so then what my father does when I feel like I'm having a bad day, he helps me with brushing my teeth, feeding my pet, and you start to build a line of what those support people do for you on those bad days. My support group might help me with watering my plants, palliative care if I'm not feeling very well, really not feeling well. Family might wash the windows, might help me with toileting, seeing the dietitian, expenses, and so forth. So we build our story in that manner. Do you think you could do that?
Do that. Yeah, I don't want to do a bad day.
You don't think you can do it? No, you think you're not feeling comfortable with being able to do it?
What about you?
Not in front of everyone like this.
Yep, okay. Would you like to go and have a coffee? And we can just have a look and maybe come back when they're doing a good day. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, what we might do is let you two go and have a coffee and the rest of you can do your story. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a look, eh?
So what I'll get you to do is go up to the back and pick your bad day card. And then while you're up there, pick some feeling words that will go around how you feel on that bad day. Okay, so when you're ready. Very well done.
Essentially make me feel friendly.
Sit down there, we'll just wait till they've done the bad day and then we can do the good day.
Great. What we might do now is you've identified who helps you on your bad day and what they actually do. We'll photograph that for you and that becomes part of your plan. So we'll just photograph that for you and then that tells your story which fits into this NDIS booklet. You don't have to fill this booklet in if you don't want to, but this story helps you get an allocation of money under the NDIS. So we'll just photograph that for you now and then we'll collapse that. You have a cup of coffee and we're going to come back and do a good day for you. You feeling okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. I just want to do a check-in with everybody to make sure they're okay because I know that the bad day can trigger some feelings. Now, Amy, are you okay to continue? Sure. Everyone else okay? Feeling okay to continue with it? We are going to focus now on what happens for you on a good day. We have identified when you have a bad day who is in your life and what they do for you. Now we're going to do exactly that same scenario, a little bit bigger, but we're going to have a positive day. So what happens to us when we're actually feeling well and we're having a good day? Who's around us still? But we're going to look a little bit more into the future and see where we would like to take our lives in the next 6 and 12 months. So what I'll do once again is show you exactly my story and then walk it through and get you to do the same thing. It's a little bit bigger. Be a bigger picture. We'll take a photograph of it again and once again you have the opportunity to stick it into that My Activity Plan if you want to. So here I am, smiley face, me on a good day. I feel appreciated, I feel courageous, I feel calm, warm-hearted. I'm warm-hearted twice. I feel valued, recognised, respected, and I feel quite peaceful. So I feel very, very different on these days. My life is going well and I feel well and healthy. So the support people that are around me on these good days could be quite different. I might have a classmate who supports me. My sister might support me. My mentor might be there. My mother, the pharmacist, my online support groups, and a faith-based community. So my supports could be very different on the good day because I'm feeling very different. So what I'm going to do now is work out exactly what these people do for me when I'm feeling well. You can do this in two ways. I can create my line again, or I can just build my story out from my picture here. So I know that my sister and my mother help me with shopping. They both help me with socialising, job hunting, organising childcare, getting fit. My classmate here might help me with my resume preparations, budgeting, cleaning my room, and my faith-based organisation might help me with counselling and seeing a health professional. I can build this as large as I want. So we can have lines going out, or once again we can have it coming down, whichever way you like to do. Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do before we go into the goal setting is to create your story on a good day. Just like we've done it, go up and get your smiley face and then your feeling words and who supports you. Okay, and then we can do it wherever you want to do.
So you start with your my story, smiley face, and then put your feelings around it as you like. And then your supports that you have on that day. Place them however you want to place them around that.
Excellent.
And finally, what they do for you, your supports.
Yeah. Okay. So
What does your carer do? What do they normally do for you?
help me with payments.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You might just move that over there.
Yeah. Skills as well as
Yeah, good.
Can I just ask you what family welfare might mean for you?
yeah, so Centrelink payments
Okay, yep.
and they're just education on how to do the best money can be.
Great, yep.
Yeah.
Do they take you to those appointments, or will they help you go down to the office?
And sometimes they're with me during the appointment.
Yep, that's good. And what about your brother-in-law?
That's great.
Yeah, so he helps with cooking meals and my cleaning.
Sometimes as a support worker you might need to unpack some of the supports that the consumer might pick out, because we might not understand exactly what it is that they mean.
Hand that over.
Okay, so we've got your story here. This is you. This is how you feel. These are the people in your life. So we've identified who is in your life helping you, and this is actually what they do. So that's fabulous. Now what we want to do is, up the top here, is just have a look at what sort of goals you have for the next 6 months. So if we can break them into 6 months. So what would you like to do in the next 6 months?
Get better health. Better.
Okay, so nutrition.
Do you think it might have to do with that card you got there about the anxiety as well, overcoming your anxiety? That could be part of your health.
Yeah.
Yeah. For 6 months.
Excellent. So is that more about learning about anxiety and learning about some strategies to some work? Okay, excellent.
That's good.
Great.
We could look at maybe looking at support groups or things like that for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put that down on your plan.
Yeah.
Great.
So you can have a look at that. That'll be good.
What about in 12 months? What sort of goals would you be looking at in the next 12 months?
Well, I want to learn how to speak in public, especially in my workplace.
Sure.
Yeah, and I want to have a better relationship with my son and extended family.
That's great.
Yeah.
Who do you think might help you with that?
I definitely think my support.
Your support worker?
And my brother-in-law a lot.
Okay, so we might just stick them up there. So we know that your brother-in-law and your support worker might help you with that. when we look at your health and overcoming your anxiety, maybe your GP and your support worker might help you with that.
Support groups.
Support groups. And that's definitely something we can help you with. So what we'll do is we'll photograph this story now, and then we can put that directly into the workbook. So that's the end of the workshop, Amy. You feeling okay? You feel that you've achieved, you feel that you could answer some of those questions in the participant workbook over there?
Yeah, with Jason's
Yes, with Jason's help. Great.
So it gives you a bit of a clearer understanding of how you might transfer that into some of the questions.
Yeah, it does.
That's
And
good.
I'm glad I have some goals now too.
Excellent. All right. Well, your photograph can actually go to as a pictogram to the NDIA planning session with the planner. So you can take this with you, or you can put all this information into that workbook if you'd like to. The decision is up to you. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending today. I appreciate it, and I look forward to working with you over the next 12 months as we build more goals and strategies.
Thank you.
Take care.